What if I say your brand is premium and your brand is very minimal, but your product is not? So you might be thinking there is some sort of issue with the product, but no, it's not the product issue. It's basically the designs and overall concept issue which you need to resolve. So in order to do that, I'm going to do a contrast comparison. So let's say we have a supplement brand and we are going to create some sort of animation for them, like the product animation or maybe the product visuals. Let's this whole idea into the blender and let's see what we can able to create. In blender, I have a capsule over here, so all the pre-work is all I have done, and I am now going to just directly start modeling and do the animation, and you can follow me along to bring your ideas to real life. So we have a capsule over here. Not very fancy things are going on over here, just an icosphere that is cut it half and then scaled. And there is like a whole bunch of modifiers I applied on this little thing. So now let's create our container in which the capsules are going to be. So this is basically our uh, main product. So the thing I was talking about is like we sometimes just ignore this fact, but sometimes there are a lot of things in product visualization is going on which is missing in your social media, or maybe you can say on your brand website as well, or sometime maybe on your packaging. So today we are going to create something very unique. So let's fill this, and from here a little bit higher. Okay, this looks good to me for now. Now just scale it down and like this much and extrude it. Okay, so simple, our product is ready, just few tweaks and then we are good to go. Before that, I am going to do solidify modifier, a bevel modifier, and a subdivision surface modifier, of course. And we need to add more segments, reduce it, shade smooth. Okay, so our product is ready. Now we need to cover up with a cap, and I'm going to make cap of this part. Now select this over here and E to extrude, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude and S to scale. Okay, so here we are. Here our product is ready. But you might be thinking like, what else we can do with this? So first of all, we need to bring our label over here. Okay, so we are going to add our label, and then we are going to apply a modifier which is basically simple deform, and from this twist we are going to make it bend. But you see there is no bending going on over here. If I move it, it just rotate on its place, and if I move it to Y, then it rotates like that. Why? Because it don't have much geometry going on over here. So let me just add a few geometry. The label is bended, but still we have a lot of issue over here we need to fix. Let me just move my product with this. First parent it with this, and now, oh okay, this is the issue. And now just me, okay, so here are the issue, like these sort of hard edges, we need to get rid of them by just subdividing it more, or maybe we can give it a subdivision surface modifier. Okay, that's looking good. Now just move it A little back. Okay, perfect. Our label is already here. But you can see this issue is coming up due to subdivision surface modifier, which we can easily resolve by just clicking on this simple. And now if I share smooth, okay, perfect. What else? So now our label is already is also done, and each and everything is done, and we have bunch of modifier stacks going on each and everything. So before applying anything, what I mostly prefer is to make a copy of everything. So I'm just going to make a copy of it. Like you can see over here, it's capsule, and now it's capsule one. So yeah, this thing really helps to keep our things in the control. What if I just do something wrong with everything and then I'm not able to do anything back? So yeah. Okay, now here you can just select everything. This is another trick number two. If you can just select everything and just right click and convert to mesh, each and every modifier is going to apply on each and every object by its own. So this is really handy trick which I oftenly use uh, during the modeling. I need to clear the parent with keep transform, and now we can open this thing as well. Okay, that's nice. So now the second part is over here, which is basically the texturing part. So I want it to look like the translucent thing, like the plastic with what you can say, the transparency, or maybe some sort of that stuff. So let's quickly go into our shader editor, shader, which is basically body. The cap and the body is going into the same texture, which is basically mostly that transmission is up. And let me just quickly go to cycles and and do it in GPU. Okay, perfect. So now we need to apply the same thing over here, but it's not like the plastics. More more look like some sort of glass. So if I remove it, you can see maybe. So we need to get rid of this thing. Let me just apply the DNS. Okay, so here you can see it's a little bit look like plastic, but not mostly. So I'm just going to reduce the roughness a little bit, like this. Okay, perfect. Let me just add a plane so you can see everything properly. Now just extrude it. So now you can see uh, it coming into the shape, but not yet. We need to do a lot more of things. Okay, before closing this, I need to do some sort of for the label. Like here the label design part came. So mostly most of the supplements have some sort of red, black, or blue, maybe some sort of that stuff, but we don't need that. We need to make it minimal and premium. In order to do that, I'm going to just add a mix color node. So the reason behind making it uh, black and white, because everything is black and white, because I want to control the colors and each and everything from here in Blender. So that's why I make it black and white. So now mix color node over here, just plug it into factor and put it into base. Now you can see if I change this thing to black, my text and each and everything is back now. So it really helped me to control the color of each and everything. Like I can change the color of this thing, I can change color of this thing as well, like this, or maybe make it white. So it's now become a lot more easy rather than going back and forth and doing multiple files of your label design. Rather than that, we are going to create use this trick to control it from here. Okay, I want it a little bit gray but not fully gray, and make this part whole white. Reduce the saturation and hue as well. So now the thing came over here is the transmission. We need to add some transmission to this one as well, or maybe we can reduce the alpha, but if we reduce alpha everything is gone. So we are going to use same trick over here, which is basically this one. If I plug this into alpha, you can see my words are empty now. So let me just invert it so you can see it easily. So I'm going to use color ramp over here and flip color. So now you can see my text are there, but my label is gone, which I don't want to do this. But if we increase this or maybe make it a little bit gray, so now it's more looking it's looking like more good than the previous part. But still I don't want this yet. We see if we need this, but currently we need to plug this thing into transmission. And now here we can do the same flip, but yeah, we need to increase this. Okay, sometime it got little tricky to work with, but yeah, it will definitely help us. Okay, I want transmission a little bit. Okay, like this. So I want it like not completely transparent, but a little bit transparent. So like the reflection. So if I do it zero, it became the mirror, or maybe you can say the glass, which I don't want. I want it a little bit blurry, because once I will put this thing inside, let me show you. So this is our capsule. So I name it capsule and make it some sort of bluish maybe. So you can see my product is still visible from inside, which I want to do that. And if I bring it over here and bring it a little bit closer to the edge like this. So my product is still we can see our product inside, but we can do a lot of stuff as well. So I'm going to do that by turning this whole upside, make it a little bit bluish tone, and also this part as well, like a little bit. Okay, okay, now perfect. Now we need to control our transmission. So it became okay. So the white part, if I change the white color to the black, it will completely go to zero transmission, and then if I bring it to one, it will allow me to look into that. But if I do the same thing with the roughness, okay, that's not a good idea, but yeah. Okay, now what I want is to create some noise texture over it. Let me add another color ramp and increase its scale like this much, and bring this here, and okay. Now I am going to add a bump node, put it over here, and now put this into normal and back to this. Okay, so a lot of distortion is going on. Why? Because our normals are calculating on the base of this thing. Okay, we need to plug this into height. Okay, perfect, got it. So let me just isolate it and let me view what's going on over here. Add a little bit of strength and a little bit of distance as well. Let me just do it manually 0.01. Okay, perfect. So now if I get back to the full product, so you can see our product is coming to the life. But still there is something off. Like you can see these black shades. This is because of the world reflection. If I just turn this off and go to world property and increase this to white, so now the light is coming from each and every side and it's look more good than the previous one. Still I think I need to reduce the roughness a little bit, or maybe like this. Okay, I need to make it white as well. Let's now increase the roughness. Okay, perfect. Let's just give it a bevel modifier and increase it and increase this as well. Shade smooth. Perfect. So now I want to place the products in this jar, or maybe you can say whatever it is, but we need to place our product into this. But still our product is not completely ready. I need to, or maybe just I need to do glossy BSGF, and now it will make it like a plastic. Just need to add a color to it. Maybe the okay, this color will work. Maybe reduce the roughness and increase anisotropy. Okay, increase it a little bit. Okay, so I just remodel our capsule over here because the previous one have a lot of geometry which make it feel like just taking out my viewport. So let's bring it over here, maybe a little bit shorter or only on other. Okay, now it's looking good. So now we are just going to drop everything into this part, but before that I need to apply all transform and also set the origin to geometry. Now rotate it as well and apply all transform, so I just forget that. Okay, okay, I repeat each and every step of duplication. But before duplicating that, I think I need to add the physics, but it still look like it have a lot of things going on. Just remove this bevel maybe. Okay, this thing is not looking good. Okay, apply this. But I'm going to keep this subdivision surface modifier because it will increase my, like it will just make my viewport slow. So I'm just going to disable it in the viewport as well. Now I'm still need to add rigid body on it. If I hit play, nothing happens. But why? I have okay. I think so. It's because okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So our product is ready to drop into our container. Now I'm going to duplicate it by just Shift D and X on X-axis, and now Shift R to repeat the duplication. And now the same thing I'm going to do it on the upward side, like select everything, Shift D on Z-axis, and now Shift R. And what if now I hit the play button? So now my products are getting into the container very well, but still we need more products over it. So I'm going to duplicate that again and Shift R. Now just hit play and let's see how our products are going to settle down. But still they like some sort of stack over here. I want it to be like more distorted. So what if I just rotate this thing on Z axis by 90 degree, and then rotate this on Z axis by 90 degree, and then rotate this on Z axis by 90 degree. So now my product is going to be fall randomly. Let me just settle these thing down. Okay, so now it's looking perfect like the natural thing, like the normally our product is going to be. But yeah, you can see our product is still visible from outside, like it's creating that minimalism things is going on over here. Or the, you can say, the thing which is basically the most commonly nowadays, which is glass effect. But still I think so we need to do something with the label as well. What if I reduce the alpha? I need to do something with the roughness over here. Just make it a little bit over here. Okay, perfect. Now if I increase the alpha, it will look more good. Oh yeah, now it's looking nice. So you can see we just convert anything into anything. Like we can, this is really a different niches. Most of the time, the body supplements are in different sort of stuff. Like they are not like this minimal and like this stuff, but we can make it premium as well by using this stuff. Now I need to make it parent, and now if I, what if I just rotate the portal? Okay, now we can place our label where our products are looking good to us. Now rotate this thing as well according to the need. Okay, perfect. Now we need to do something with the lighting because currently the lighting is very off. And if I convert it to this, so here's the result. Or maybe I can do this. So this is how I check my materials, like in all different sort of scenarios, how our material is going to be look like. So okay, everything's look good. Now we need to add our own lighting. Currently, I am going to make my world darker, so there is no light going on. I am going to duplicate this, rotate it randomly, and give it a new material which is light, and give an emission shader like this. And also I'm going to set my camera before doing anything else. And I'm also going to increase the focal length to maybe 85. And now I am going to, depth of field is not quite good at this time because we have just plain white background, so we don't need that, but we can add this. Now split it like this, press T to hide this menu over here, and now also going to hide each and everything to see what is going on in my render view. So now if I make it 3 or maybe 2 is enough. Now duplicate it on x-axis and put it here as well. Also, one thing I just forgot, that I am going to change my camera, which is basically for social media. So I am going to change this thing, which is basically 1080 on x-axis, and okay, perfect. Or maybe the other one, 1350, and now bring camera closer, or maybe increase the focal length a little bit. So now everything is looking perfect over here. What else we can do? Still, I think there is something missing. I think so. It's more good in the air rather than just in the on the ground. Let me just try to add another light. If it will go well, we will use that, which is basically a rim light over here, like on the background, and rotate it on x-axis by 90 degree, or maybe minus 90. Okay, I think so. I need to keep it on a little bit side. Okay, now perfect. So we got a rim over here, but still my label is not looking good yet. We need to do something with that. What if I change the color of this thing? Okay, it will look horrible. So, okay, yeah, perfect. So now I think so this sort of thing is going to be look good. Now one last thing is remaining, which is basically the animation part, which is I'm not going to cover in this video because it's already very long. We will do that in the next video, but currently we have something to showcase on our social media. So you can also do this sort of things, like try to combine some separate stuff together, like this is going to be something which is completely opposite, because normally the supplements came into other type of things, but we can make it premium as well like this. Okay, so I think so that's it for this video. We will continue our this sort of series, like giving you some tricks to do stuff in Blender and all the other things as well, but along with the things with the like creating the visuals, how you can achieve the desired visuals as well. So that's it for this video. I hope you like it, and if you do really like it, just do this like and subscribe the channel so I can continue bringing this sort of